get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you and I combine?
Let's get together, what do you say? We could have a swinging time.
We'd be a crazy team. Why don't we make the scene
Together, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, this is how I see us explaining the input process and output variables. The concept of the systems theory process in small group communications is kind of similar to an automobile, right? There's all these pieces that all have to fit together in order for the final product to operate properly. So in our small group, if each of us has our own responsibility and our own piece that we're bringing to the project, those are the inputs. And the inputs that come in from each individual person are interdependent on each other. And so you take away even one of those variables and the project doesn't work. We have to bring all the information in together. As a group, we process it, we organize it, we put it all together, get it ready to present, and then whatever we present at the end is our output. Now, I recognize that there is sometimes some distractions that pop up in our life, kids or husbands or dogs, or other distractions, things that just interfere with what's going on. And I'm not saying any of you are distracted from, bringing your input into the group in any way. And
I went and got my nails done.
Neither was I. I stayed completely focused the entire time and really paid attention to what I was doing.
Oh, the squirrel.
Anyway.
Okay, that's a pretty good idea, Beth, but I was actually thinking maybe we could talk about the concept of entropy under the systems theory. We could even put together a PowerPoint presentation where each of us contribute our different pieces to it. Let's look at my example here. If we take Beth's analogy of the automobile and we actually change it for the entropy, we could talk about the 4 tires of the car. Each tire needs to have the right amount of air, be balanced and rotated in order for the car to properly and safely run from point A to point B. So if one tire starts losing air or balance, it needs to be equally maintained. Otherwise, it's going to continue to decline in use until it's flat, or even worse, causes an accident. Ultimately, it could limit and or ruin the car's ability to perform its given tasks. This could be said about small group communication too. Each member needs to be active, motivated, and balanced in order for the group to survive or have quality output. Another way to think about it is a group of apples. What if there's one rotten apple in that group? The rottenness and the decay will eventually spread to the rest of the apples, making them less appetizing. The same is true for small group communication. If one member is not active or wanting to be a part of the group, it's going to decline their production. Now, we definitely don't want any rotten apples in our group. Now, do we, ladies?
Don't get me wrong, the input variables provided are important, and everyone does need to contribute equally, but I think the best way we will accomplish this project is by finding the synergy within the group. Yes, the car needs all parts to work, and it needs to be maintained to where everything's in good working condition, but if it's just sitting in the driveway, it's not going to really accomplish its highest purpose. The driver has to operate the automobile. The automobile needs the driver. They work together to accomplish something that neither one of them would without the other. So if we're going to work together through this, maybe we could use like some ongoing group chat or shared documents where we can put everything together at the same time, set up meetings, that kind of thing. Then we can perform even more effectively and achieve a greater output.
Wait, guys, I have an idea. The concept of equifinality within the systems theory states that we can reach the same result using different pathways. Let me give you an example. Dr. Russell Dewey actually explained that equifinality is like dropping several different marbles into a round bowl. Each marble travels a different pathway, but they all find rest at the bottom of the bowl. So what if we are like the different marbles and we combine all of our ideas into the same project, getting the same result? We're looking for a creative depiction and explanation of the systems theory. We can do that when we combine all of our ideas together.
We were given to one another by the Lord of the body, because each one of us has a unique something to contribute, a piece of the divine puzzle no one else on earth can supply. Come Before Winter, page 223. Just as each of us has one body with many members, and these members do not all have the same function, so in Christ we who are many form one body, and each member belongs to all the others. Romans 12:4 and 5.